If you go on Twitch today, you will see on the front page a lady that is painting her boobies. I would like to remind people that Twitch is a platform that's for 13-year-olds and up, family friendly, right? I mean, I just want to point out that this is the society we live in, right? So it's not like you can't find these things if you want to. It's not like we live in a very Christian, a very pious society, and there is like a strict restriction for anything lewd. No, 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 no. It's just like when it comes to video games for some reason. And as you can see here in Mortal Kombat, this is what NetherRealm Studio said. Our design is just getting more mature and respectful. And by the way, I speak with many artists from AAA companies, and this is what the plump HR lady usually tells them, right? Like, we now have matured as a company, so you can't draw the things that you used to draw for 10 years ago. So, like, if you're at Blizzard and you want to draw Sylvanas the same way they used to, right? Like a hot, sexy, undead waifu. Now it's like, no, we matured. Her jawline needs to be more proeminent. You need to make her tits smaller. You need to make her shoulders broader, because we're more respectful now, right? Like, this is the message that is being said behind closed doors to these AAA companies. And then it's like, you're not going to wear a bikini to a fight. You're not going to be showing so much skin. I think it's just what the game is about. You're going in to fight for your life, and you're not going to be wearing such scantily clad items, right? And here you have, like, all the male characters. I guess, like, they're not respect. Like, men do not deserve respect, is what NetherRealm is trying to say. They're not deserve of maturity. Or maybe when you mature, you start liking manly men. I think this is how it's like, right? Like, when you're a teenager, you like skimpily clad girls. But at NetherRealm, when you mature, this is what you're into. This is what you like, okay? Like, this is what grown-ups like. Little kids, they like, I don't know, like the old version of Scarlet, if you guys remember her. The one with the red ninja mask before MK level. The one from MK9. Right. That's what teenagers like. Real adults, real men like this. So, what I find interesting is that I actually did have, like, this conversation on Twitter lately. And, again, like, the people who like men seem to support this for some reason, which is fine. It's just that I don't understand, like, the spite towards the thing that I like. Like, we already discussed that. But again, like, there is another interesting thing, that they're not against what's happening on Twitch or on other platforms, but they're very protective, and they're gatekeeping what's happening in the video games, which is also bizarre. Like, fictional characters now need to be treated with more respect than real women. Right? Like, it's so bizarre. It's like, oh, well, a corporation shouldn't be, like, sexualizing. And I'm like, but, like, isn't Twitch doing the same? Like, their algorithm is promoting someone's daughter, showing off her boobies to people over the age of 13 in exchange of donations. Like, if you're literally outraged, if you're literally upset about the modern culture, wouldn't you start from there? And once you finish with that, you'd move on to this? Or, you know, like, at least do them simultaneously. Like, yeah, you can complain about Mortal Kombat, but at the same time complain about that as well. It's just like, really bizarre. I do not understand why this is happening, but it is. Now, what I also noticed is that many people say, well, yeah, but, like, this is the male power fantasy. So I'm like, okay, so now we're catering to the men, right? Like, for some reason, when it comes to, like, what men like, which, especially, like, teenagers, they like sex and violence. Like, this is not even debatable, right? Like, since ancient Greece, people have loved ethos and thanatos. Like, when they would go to a theater, this is what they would look for. So, you want to take away the eros, right? But now you're like, okay, well, now we're catering to the men. Well, bring back the fucking eros if you're catering to the men. The fuck? You know, like, and not to mention, like, this is not even the power fantasy that I have. Like, when I play video games, I play with a hot waifu. Like, it's, if this is the power fantasy, I want to give it up. Like, you can have it. That's fine. Just give me what I want. Give me the hot waifu. Give me the Cammy. You know, give me the Chun-Li. Give me the Mortal Kombat 9 stuff. It's so bizarre, and then it's like, oh, well, if you don't like this, you know, go watch porn. It's like saying, okay, so, if you want to see this, go watch gore videos. Right? Like, let's remove the violence from Mortal Kombat, and if you want to see it, go watch gore video. It's so fucking bizarre, isn't it, chat? It's like, if you want anything that's sexy, then you're a porn-obsessed coomer. All you're allowed in entertainment is toilet humor, manly men, and I guess, like, big pecs going into your screen. Like, that's fine. Like, you're allowed to see that. I, I have watched with horror the new reiteration of Mortal Kombat. Like, they have literally made woke combat. None of the characters have even like small resemblance of their previous personalities. Like, literally every single character has been woke washed. Like, even if the character, like first of all, the women do not even look remotely the same as they looked in previous iterations, except for a couple. But like, when you play Street Fighter, like Cammy looks like Cammy, Chun-Li looks like Chun-Li. Like, you kind of know how the characters are supposed to. Like, in Mortal Kombat, like, the women don't even fucking look remotely similar. Like, some of them have been completely race swapped as well for no fucking apparent reason. Again, it's a fighting game. Like, you can just add new characters and you can just, make them whatever race or gender you want. Like, imagine if they made like Cammy black for no reason. Like, people would be like, why are you doing this? Like, what? Street Fighter just added Kimberly, which is a good way of introducing new characters in the lore. No, Mortal Kombat just race swaps for no reason. Their personality completely different. They do not have like a single wholesome female character. I mean, again, like in Street Fighter, Kimberly is a wholesome female character. Like, say what you want, but like, that's true. She's a wholesome. Even Juri, like, Juri has a personality that, despite the fact that she's sadistic, like, you would like to be around her. None of the females in Mortal Kombat are in any way, shape, or form relatable. Like there is not a single one in this latest game that I would want to hang around with, like, let alone consider them to be waifu material. But like, even go out on a beer with them. Like, they're prone to violence, they're incredibly disturbing. The male characters aren't. Like, that's the thing. Like, having a friend like Johnny Cage, that would be funny and cool. Liu Kang, another example. Like when you look at the male characters, like, they're relatable as human beings. You would want them as friends. The female character, the mids, as the internet calls them, not a single one is relatable. Like, maybe Nitara, but the way she, like, hard reads her lines make her bowling and all. So yeah, like, they literally changed the personalities as well. They changed the aesthetics. And I guess, like, this is what gaming looks like when it matures and is respectful, right? With shirtless men, and women that are masculinized. And also old. Like, none of the females in this game, I'm trying to think if there's an exception. No, none of them look younger than 35 years old. I guess, again, like, this is what is being respectful, right? Like, sending grannies to Mortal Kombat. It is what it is, I guess. This is a fictional game that started with tits and violence, right? Like, Thanatos and Eros. This is how this game started. But for some reason, performing a fatality on a 35-year-old woman is mature and respectful. But if you had something like Cammy into the game, that would be problematic. I see. And we live in a culture where, again, like, the main page of Twitch is not that much different than Chatterbait. Alright, Naruhodo. Let me know what you guys think, though. And don't forget to check the pinned comment. And I'll see you guys there.